this is how I managed to score an A in the reading component of OET with just 2 days of preparation. I do not advise anyone studying less than a week at least for the OET. Since I had my step 2 scheduled and I decided to give my OET a week before the exam, I just took a 2-day break from step studying and just appeared for this exam. Paper or computer? Well, the obvious choice for me was OET on computer because we've been so accustomed to using computers for the USMLE exams and also being in the prometric center, so it was only a natural thing to do. Secondly, typing the answers is obviously faster and you can easily erase without ruining the entire paper. Scrolling back and forth is also easier than fidgeting around with the paper in hand. The format. The reading component is 1 hour long and has 3 main sections. Section A, B, and C, which have a marking distribution of 20, 6, and 16. As you can probably tell, Section A is the heaviest, so you need to ace this part. So Part A is about matching questions to the paragraphs, and also has short question and answers, where you just need to find the most relevant text. Part B and C are MCQ based. These questions are more abstract and require a deeper understanding of the English language than the clear-cut questions that are seen in reading Part A. There's a short break after reading, and I would advise you to not skip it. It really helps with decompressing. The resources. So the only resource that I used were provided on the OET's official website. If you log in and make an account on the website, you will see 4 sample tests for reading, out of which only 2 are for medicine. I think you should also do the other ones because why not? It's free practice. The strategy. So my strategy was to read the questions first. The question locks in your focus and allows you to filter out the important information from all the fluff that's present in the abstract. Skim through most of the questions and then go back to the original text. Now, instead of slowly reading through the text, skim through the paragraphs quickly to find the theme of each paragraph. Try and highlight the keywords in the text as you go through in order to help you find this theme. So after you skim, you will start finding the answers to some of your questions. I would advise you to directly answer these questions right now, otherwise you might just forget the answers. For the remaining questions, read them again carefully. And since now you know the theme of each paragraph, it becomes easier to find the answer in that paragraph instead of reading through the entire thing again and again. Another tip is to always do the matching questions first in reading Part A. For the short answers, do not paraphrase. Write the answers exactly as mentioned and do not use abbreviations unless already mentioned. I would say that most people studying for the USMLE have been doing tons of UWorld questions, which are obviously quite challenging. Some are abstract and require a deep level of processing. So even though I just stated that I studied 2 days for this test, you can argue that the entire process of studying for the USMLE had already strengthened my speed reading skills to such a level that it felt like a walk in the park, honestly. For people who are not familiar with speed reading, it is basically a skimming technique where you follow a pointer as a guide through the text and minimize that little voice in your head that reads along with you. You can find a bunch of speed reading resources, but my favorite is the Jim Quick's method, so you can Google that and learn about it. That's it for my advice on reading component for the OET. See you guys in the next one.